Today we're going to be discussing why I think the M1 iPad Air from 2022 is the perfect iPad for you, even if it gets an update later this year. Everyone, if we're new to another, my name is Jamie, and in my opinion right now, the iPad selection out there is a little bit cluttered. Of course, this is probably a marketing strategy to get us thinking that we need more, so therefore we spend more. However, this is not a comparison video. I already made one of those, and I'll leave it linked down below in case you missed it. And said, this is why the M1 iPad Air is the perfect iPad for me, and possibly could, and perhaps should, be the perfect iPad for you. So let's go ahead and get started with its size. And that's honestly what's made this device oh so right. It's perfect for travel or just laying around on the couch. It's perfect for reading, taking down some notes, or viewing content, and you're able to comfortably hold it with just one hand, which really does make a really big deal. Now, it's a fully laminated display, so you're not going to notice any separation between the glass and the content you're viewing. I'm not an illustrator, but I do like to use my Apple Pencil from time to time, which is great because again, you're not going to notice that separation when you're using your Apple Pencil, or even if you're just using gesture controls with your finger, pressing and touching down on the glass. What's also great about the display is that it's an Apple display, so you just know that those colors are going to be bright and accurate. I think it's actually why I love using Apple displays. It gets up to 500 nits of brightness and it has a 60 Hz refresh rate. And it just feels fluid when you're interacting with it with either your Apple Pencil or again, your finger. Are there brighter and faster displays out there? Yes, absolutely. But if you're using this for work or school, and especially indoors, it's got you covered. But what honestly has made me fall in love with the iPad again, specifically the M1 series of iPad, is the ability to use Stage Manager with iPadOS 16. Now, there's still limitations and drawbacks on how you get to manipulate windows, but overall, it is a great experience. I've always had trouble remembering the shortcuts of how to do slide over and split screen. Therefore, I would just not use them. But now you just click the three dots at the top and you can add, adjust, and remove windows. And using Stage Manager, I like to clump a set of windows together depending on their task. So I have a set of windows for my creative work, my personal work, as well as consumption. And although Instagram and Pokemon Go don't have dedicated iPad apps, you're able to manipulate and resize the window to make it appear like it does. Now, I am guilty of not using larger displays, but the iPad Air is powered by the M1 series of chips, so it does have external display support, which is absolutely fantastic if you're creative for illustrative purposes or just want to be more productive simply relying on your iPad. This example you're viewing, the studio display, is absolutely overkill, but since it does have USB-C, you can connect to just about any monitor. And speaking of USB-C, it is not Thunderbolt, but you'll still get twice as fast transfer speeds for files or images compared to the A series of chips. I also love that it supports a variety of keyboards and cases. I don't have a favorite one, but I love that I get to use the Folio case, the Folio keyboard, or even the Magic Keyboard based on the task that I need to accomplish. From day to day, I like to use the Folio case. It's light and colorful and it allows me not only to be able to keep it protected, but also upright. And when I travel, I typically attach it to either the Folio keyboard or the Magic Keyboard. The Folio keyboard is substantially lighter, it still has keys, and it still has the ability to be completely folded back and be used as an iPad. Where the Magic Keyboard, although it's cool and it has better keys and trackpad, it kind of has to live in that Magic Keyboard case unless you detach it all together. I haven't even mentioned that it comes in 5 fun colors, where the Pros always come in their stereo silver or space gray. It has Touch ID on the power button, which is always quick and accurate. Some other notable features is the 12 megapixel rear camera, as well as front-facing camera, which includes center stage. It does have support for 5G, and it really does have all-day battery life. So to boil it all down, yes, we're likely going to see an iPad Air in 2023, and a lot of the features often get borrowed from the Pro lineup. We might see a little shakeup of the colors again because we know they can never be consistent. I don't see dual cameras coming to the iPad Air, but I do see Wi-Fi 6E coming, the M2 chip of course, and maybe Apple Pencil Hover. Who knows? But is this worth waiting for the M2 iPad Air? My opinion, the only reason to wait is to snag the M1 iPad Air at a discounted price. I just hope that they do move away from 64 gigabytes of base storage, which is why I would recommend you get 256 gigabytes of internal storage if you are making the investment. Because it is an investment, because these iPad Airs, they're not cheap, but it should last you for many, many years to come, unless you break it, of course. And yes, I know there's cloud storage out there, and I do recommend you use that. But if you want to get the iPad OS updates for many years to come, 64 gigabytes ain't gonna cut it. Now, for whatever reason you clicked on this video, I do hope it was helpful, and I appreciate you for making it all the way to the end of it. Let me know if you think my M2 predictions are on or off, and until next time, see ya.